Well, Peter, the obvious first question, what's it feel like to be taken over from a man like Ron Pickering?
Very difficult question. Ron's a marvellous person. He's done a fantastic amount of work in Wales. And I attempt this job with mixed feelings. I want to continue the contact that Ron's made, and I also want to continue the good work that he's done, and then try and formulate some plans of my own for pushing on the work so Wales doesn't remain at one particular stage in athletics.
Of course, you're not a newcomer to athletics. Well, what have you done, in fact?
Possibly stretches back into my teenage years when I was a mediocre county standard discus thrower, also a weight trainer at that stage. I had 2 unofficial British records in weightlifting. Possibly then I changed to sprinting. In fact, it was from a challenge by somebody else. This particular person, as I was rather a strongish chavvy then with my weightlifting, challenged me that I'd never be able to sprint. So I took up this challenge and took sprinting. And this, in fact, was in Wales, in Monmouthshire, when I came second in the 2 sprints. Rather mediocre when we look at people like Lynn Davis.
When do you actually take over?
The 1st of April.
Anything particular that you're looking forward to getting your teeth into?
I've had a look round over this weekend, enjoyed it very much and seen some very good facilities. I think I'm rather keen to use the facilities at Merthyr Mawr and push the middle distance running. But then, generally, all athletics must come into my scope.
What particular aspect of athletics are you interested in? You said that you were a discus thrower yourself at one time.
Yes, well, as a matter of fact, Ron and I have similar interests. I like strength work, and I think we've got a great future in strength work applied to athletics. Therefore, I shall continue to give this a little bit of bias.
A difficult question, obviously, but what would you like to see happening in Welsh athletics over, say, the next 10 years?
I'd just like to see them boost the whole standard tremendously and try to come up to good world rankings all round.
Peter, thank you very much indeed, and the best of luck. Peter, thank you very much indeed, and the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Peter, thank you very much indeed, and the best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed, John.
Well, Ron, what are going to be Peter's biggest problems over the next few years, do you think?
Well, there's only real problems getting around the whole of the Principality and getting to know everybody, because this is the first job that I've found, and the most exhausting one.
Of course, it's a big area, isn't it?
Well, as soon as you get north of Brecon, of course, you lose your centres of population, and you have to travel and you have to be away. So it involves a certain amount of domestic strain, in as much as you can be away from home as much as 20 or 25 weeks a year.
How long do you think it's likely to take Peter to settle down in the job?
Well, I'd like to think that we're doing all we can to ease the situation for him, and already he's been down, travelling down at weekends to meet coaches, meet athletes, meet people, meet the officers of the association, and he's a pretty adaptable sort of bloke, and he's had a great background in athletics, so I don't think it'll take him long.
Just to talk about Ron Pickering himself for a moment, how do you feel about going up to London?
Well, I'm very sad to be leaving in many ways. It's now approaching the worrying stage, because it's a very vast project that I'm going on to, and there are vast responsibilities which I haven't really been used to, and I hope that the challenge, I hope I can face up to the challenge. I'm going to miss very many people in Wales, very many friends that I've made, and miss athletics particularly, because I honestly believe that to be a national coach in athletics is not just a job, it's really a way of life, and it's something that I shall certainly want to keep in contact with. And I hope to keep in contact with Peter Lay and with many of my friends that I've made in Wales.